Hello and welcome to brightsdaysmtg. My name is Vyacheslav and today I show you budget old school deck for Atlantic format and some different formats. Maybe you can change it and use in your favorite format. So begin from story. Originally this deck it's black and white party crusher. Not that guy L, it's more looks like a black and white control deck. So originally it was created by MtG for Swedish format. He is expensive and good cards. I have not a lot of them. In the description to the video you can find originally article about the deck and look at the original pictures. So here you can see most important cards in the deck. It's the Ritual, Hypnotic Spectre, Angel, Underworld Dreams, Armageddon. Felverstone is my important card. The real, it's any artifact ramp and land tax. You know, artifact ramp, Armageddon and land tax good combo together. So this deck maybe it's similar to Armageddon, but very control Armageddon, and it not contains some important, as I think, cards like Birds of Paradise. Armageddon is it's important card for Armageddon. I think it's even present in the name of the deck, but can be changed. But Birds of Paradise, when we lose that problem, deck contains Dark Rituals to gain fast mana and play Armageddon from 2 lands. Sometimes it's a good idea, but mostly it's not so good. So we very need, it's very important to have artifact mana base, mana ramp. In my Armageddon deck I don't use Silverstones. I will put I think complete deck list here and tell about it. The reason that I show this deck is simple. Maybe I play New England Old School event this month and finish it with result 4-2. It's much more better than my previous results with Party Crusher, because mostly I lose. I think it's because I play not very good, not because deck is bad. Oh, I don't say about important part, like that guy L, this deck named like a beer. Not by Roche, but by Clone Shoes and that Party Crusher beer. I don't drink it, but drink that guy. So now you can see not full list. Wait a second. Lands, everybody knows. So now you can see entire deck list. Not basic lands, but I think you know deck contains basic lands, deck with land tax. So I can tell you about and the first about Gameplan, I think. So no, the first about my changes. Original deck contains mod. Very good card. Don't creatures without flying can't attack when mod unstable, and original deck contains only 2 creatures, Serangel and Hypnotic Spectre. So our creatures can go to attack on the air. We deal damage with Underworld Dreams, and opponent play his I don't know, Jizam Jeans and see it with sad face. He can do something, but I have problem, I have not mod. And after a lot of tests and a lot of lose, I find my recipe to prevent this weakness. I changed 2 copies of mod by 6 cards. It's 4 Savannah Alliance and 2 Ivory Towers. Ivory Towers give me a chance to gain life when I lose life points. It's can prevent damage like a mod, and Savannah Lions can block creatures. It looks strange, but it's very important. I try to use this deck with him to touch. You can see it's Atlantic deck without him. I have no place for this. And with him to touch, we test with my wife, and my result was 0-12 or 0-20 or 0, I don't remember how many. I don't win even once with him to touch, because after she played creature, I needed time to answer and have no. Savannah Lions can block, and if your opponent have flying creatures, he can deal damage and go to attack. Opponent must think about certain blockers. Also, because I have not mods, I can use 3 copies of Mishra's Factory. It's good too, in similar reason. Can be a way to the win and answer 2 creatures without flying. So, important part of this deck. You see it? It's Dark Ritual. With Dark Ritual we can begin fast with Hippie or Underworld Dreams, played at the first turn. Or we can play Sir Angel and the third one, Armageddon for 2. Sometimes it can work. Maybe open and destroy your lands with Strip Mines, you have only 2, and play Ritual Armageddon. Have a lot of advantage, maybe. So my version can start from Savannah Lion to deal fast damage. The deck contains removal. Best removal format, white. Disenchant to enchantments and artifacts, and Swords to Plowshares to not enchantments and not artifacts. I mean creatures. Of course, that contains land tax. It's good combo with Armageddon. We destroy lands and find new for our side. It's good combination with mana artifacts, because we don't need to play lands and have Featherstone on the table. Have if we wanna play Sir Angel, but not all the time. And good combo with Ivory Tower, because we gain many lives. Armageddon to destroy lands and prevent opponent from casting new spells. Restricted cards, because it's very cool. Sovereign, maybe best, not best. We have Black Lotus, but for budget it's of course best. Mana Demonic Tutor to find Ivory Tower at the moment, or removal, or what you need. Balance work good, because we have not many creatures, and our little creatures, Savannah Lions, mostly for trade or for die by lightning bolt. So it can kill creatures and destroy lands too. Mind Twist, I don't know what to say about Mind Twist. I think you know it's card as not for gentlemen's. If you know gentlemen's rules, in this version of rules, Mind Twist not legal. Mana base contains for City of Brass. I have not Scrublands, but if I have, I think after all time that I play with this deck, I will not use City of Brass and use only 4 copies of Scrublands to stabilize mana base. Basic lands in big, very important. Freeze. Mission Factory, 1 Strip Mine. And I don't remember, maybe 6 swamps and 6 plains. 7 plains, 6 swamps, yeah. So, after my play experience, I think about some changes. So it may be interesting, because some of my opponents have Blackened Seeds in decks, play Gloom, and I understand that my deck very wide to fight versus Gloom. After sideboard, I show it later, I can slightly answer to it, but maybe it's good to put Black Knight or Orders of Ebon Hand. Better Black Knight even, because we have Armageddon and destroy lands instead of Savannah Lions. These guys have first strike to better protection versus aggro, and protection from white to protection versus Swords to Plowshares, and of course protection from Gloom. We can play Black Knight even with 3 Glooms on the table. I literally pays 8 mana for Disenchant to 1 Gloom, and it's not hard. So, sideboard in the deck box. Sideboard is similar to Origin. I have 2 Spirit Links to versus decks that contains many dangerous creatures, especially Serene Deep of Reed or Jazam Jeans. Spirit Link very good versus them. And when you need extra removal, it's good. 1 copy of Disenchant versus dangerous decks with enchantments. Another dream deck that can be a problem for us. 2 Circle Protection Red to prevent fireballs into face. 4 copies of Warp Artifacts. It's my answer to Gloom. I side out Alliance, side in Warp Artifacts, and it can deal 1 damage per turn. Not bad. 2 Dust to Dust versus Artifact Heavy deck like Misha's. I don't remember the name of the deck. Artifact Aggro, yes. 2 copies of Greed versus Control decks. It's a good combo with Ivory Tower too, because we can pay 2 life to draw and at the beginning of our clip gain life back. And if you don't play spells, we even gain more lives in the pair of turns. And 2 copies of Neverald's Discs. I like Disc. I don't remember when I sided in this deck, but it's a very good card. Why not have it in sideboard? Yeah, maybe it will be helpful once. So, if you like this deck, you can make it better. Of course, you can try to use hints, but I use hints many times, and it was not good every time that I use it. In this moment, this version is my better. I have better result on the event with this one. Of course, first time I played with similar deck without Silver Stones, but with one Alliance, and I lost all games, but I think it's just bad luck. Yeah, deck is not very popular, so as I say, I'm rebuilded, but I don't see this many times. I read article on the blog that I don't remember about version of the deck for Eternal Sondral format with 4 Strip Mines, and MtG Phil make video I think 3 years ago about black and white control decks that very similar to this. Your deck contains also Synergy Vampires, don't contain 7 Alliance, contains Frozen Gods, maybe don't contain Hippies, don't remember. But it is very specific, so if you don't play mirror matches, with Party Crusher you will have not mirror matches, only maybe when you don't draw swamps and play like White Winnie with Alliance, Disenchants and Samus. But mostly no, not mirror matches this deck. And it's interesting. I like it because it contains some of my favorite cards like Hippie and Dreams, favorite black and favorite white cards, and this market Ivory Tower and don't market one too. So I like it. It's all about deck. If you like this video, please leave a like, comment, subscribe to my channel. I build new budget deck and show it to you next month. Be healthy. Have a nice day.